Thanks for joining us on another episode of Faith Feature. My guest today is author and singer-songwriter, joining us from a cabin somewhere up in the remote Adirondacks. Donna Mucks, thanks for joining us on Faith Feature.
Thank you so much for having me, Rich. Good to be here.
And hopefully the cell signal will hold up, because we know how spotty it can be up in the mountains.
It can, indeed.
So tell me a little bit more about how things have been for you the last 2 months going through the pandemic. I trust that the family is all well and stuff. Just tell me some of the things that the Lord has kind of laid on your heart and inspired you to, either through the written word or through song in this time.
Wow, that's a big question. We are doing well. It's my husband and my puppy dog and I, and we are all doing very well. In some ways for us, life isn't tremendously different because we're both retired. We're used to spending time at home and being alone. But I am a people person, and I really miss my church and my folks, all my friends and stuff. But what I have found in this time is, in doing some things with my church lately, we went through a book called Lead Like Jesus. And that was just before we entered into this pandemic time. And that book taught me a few things about myself. And one of the exercises we had to do was to figure out what our life purpose is. I've done this many times in the past, but it just came so easy this time. And the main thing for me was I'm an encourager. And that's what God put me here on earth to do. So what I have been trying to do is to reach out to friends more often than usual. And, just check in and see how they are, because I know there's a lot of folks who are really struggling. Life is totally upside down for them, trying to be a parent, trying to work from home, trying to be a teacher, trying to be a spouse, trying to be a brother or a sister or whatever. Everything has just been upended. So we're all trying to find our way. We're all trying to find our new normal. You may hear that phrase repeated over and over in these times. Well, about 10 years ago, I wrote a song, and the title of it is The New Normal. And
Wow.
Several people, yeah. And it had a whole different meaning at that time, but over the years, that particular song has actually touched people in so many different ways, because in life, we go through new normals all the time. Things happen. I mean, this is a tremendously big one because this one is affecting everybody.
It's trauma. It's affected everyone. Granted, it's affected everyone in different ways. Some people have actually been impacted by the virus. Some people are just forced to stay home. Some people have lost their jobs. Some are struggling with addictions. Everybody's carrying some type of burden from this. Exactly.
And that's another thing that, I'm really trying to be very aware of. I've had a few down days, and you asked about the music. I have found during this 2 months, I have sat down with my guitar and sang and played music more than I probably have in the last 5 years. And that's for a couple of reasons. One is because music heals, music helps. And it just helps me, and especially singing songs like gospel tunes or contemporary Christian or whatever. So you get the words, you get the music, you get the whole thing that helps heal your soul. It just helps dig you out of some of those low times that you might have. So I'm thanking God that He originally put me on the path of singing and songwriting. But I'm really thanking Him for putting me back on that path again in this time, because I am so enjoying and loving getting back to my music. I have not written anything yet during this time. It hasn't felt like the time for me to write. It's felt like time for me to go back and review the stuff that I've learned over the years, to do some of my own stuff over again, maybe refine it. And I've started a Sunday night concert series where Sunday nights at 7, I get on Facebook Live and do anywhere from a half an hour to 50 minutes of singing. And I've done it for 7 weeks now.
Nice. And where can people find you on Facebook?
Just under Donna Mucks.
Okay.
And that'll be up. And I actually take those and then I put them on YouTube afterwards. So all of those concerts are also on YouTube if people want to take a listen. And I have friends that are saying, thank you so much. I really need this. And what they don't realize is I really need it too, because it is a way to connect. I ask for requests. And it's just a way to, even though they're not there in my living room while I'm doing it, they're there and we're making that connection. And those connections are so important to maintain during this time.
Absolutely.
Even virtually.
Absolutely. And, one of the things that that you said, that which I keyed in on, want to be an encourager. And I can definitely relate to that. And I know that people need that so much right now. And that sounds like an awesome way that you have of doing that. Have you thought about, or do you foresee other ways in which you can continue to be an encouragement to those that are going to be struggling once things do start to slowly resume back to normal? Because there's a lot of people that have been devastated economically, have had some, or will develop, issues because of the different stresses and things that we have. There's going to be a lot of need out there. So what do you foresee as a way of encouraging people moving forward?
Just maintaining contacts and maintaining relationships, and trying to be more in tune to people. When they say I'm okay, maybe ask again, or maybe try to ask things more specifically. Sharing some, words from a song, maybe not an entire song, but words from a song, sharing some scripture that has encouraged me and telling how it has encouraged me. And I'm sure there's going to be benefits and things that are going to happen in the future, and, more than happy to help in any way I can with those, whether it's my music or just my hands and feet, being the hands and feet of Jesus. Just offering my time and my talent. I think that's all any of us can do.
And that's absolutely awesome, being a good and faithful servant. Author, singer, and songwriter Donna Mucks, thank you so much for taking some time to phone us in from the Adirondack hideaway that you are enjoying. And hopefully the cold winter-like weather will not make you stir crazy over the next few weeks.
Nah, we still get out in it anyways.
Hey, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Please keep in touch with us, and God bless.
Thank you, Rich. God bless.
And a reminder that if you would like to see other faith features, you can check out our Mars Hill Network YouTube page, and also don't forget the Facebook page where we post these features daily. I'm Rich Lupia for the Mars Hill Network, and Faith Feature is one of the ways that we bring you hope in the journey.